bankers and brokers who got us into this mess. I'm going to make sure we take care of the people who are devastated by the excesses and greed and corruption of Wall Street and Washington. I'm going to spend a lot of that money to bring relief to you. I'm not going to wait 60 days to start doing it. My friends, home values, home values. My friends, it was the Fannie and Freddie scandal that got us into this and the collapse of home values in America. And I have a plan to protect the value of your home and get it rising again. Let's take that money. Let's buy up these bad mortgages and refinancing them so if your neighbor defaults, it doesn't bring down the value of your house with him. I agree with the chairman of the FDIC who said that the Secretary of the Treasury in this government is not doing enough to help people stay in their homes. That's got to be our first priority. Not Wall Street, not the bankers, not the investment houses. During the Depression, we had a program where they went out and they bought people's mortgages and they gave them a mortgage that they could afford to make the payments on. Over time, my friends, we even made some money on that deal because home values started to rise again. We must do that for the homeowners of America. How many millions are there? 11, 13, more? We've got to keep them in their homes. My friends, I have a plan to let retirees and people nearing retirement keep their money in their retirement accounts longer so they can rebuild their savings. I have a plan to rebuild the retirement savings of every worker. I have a plan to hold the line on taxes and cut them to make America more competitive and create jobs at home. Senator Obama wants to raise your taxes. Raising taxes makes a bad economy much worse. Keeping taxes low creates jobs, keeps money in your hands, and strengthens our economy. My friends, the explosion of government spending over the last 8 years has put us deeper in debt to foreign countries that don't have our best interests at heart. It weakened the dollar and made everything you buy more expensive. My friends, we have accumulated a $10 trillion debt on these young people standing in front of me, a $500 billion debt to China. It's not going to happen. We're going to take a hatchet and a scalpel to spending in Washington, D.C. If I'm elected president, I won't spend nearly $1 trillion more of your money on top of the $700 billion we just gave the Treasury Secretary, as Senator Obama proposes, because he can't do that without raising your taxes or digging us further into debt. I'm going to make government live on a budget just like you do. I'll freeze government spending. I'll freeze government spending on all but the most important programs like defense, veterans care, Social Security, and health care until we scrub every single government program and get rid of the ones that aren't working for the American people. And I will veto every single pork barrel bill that Congress passes. You will know their names. I will make them famous. If I'm elected president, I won't fine small businesses and families with children, as Senator Obama proposes, to force them into a huge government-run health care plan. Well, while I keep the cost of the fine a secret until I hit you with it, that's what he wants to do. Today, his spokesperson said they won't give any details. My friends, you deserve the details if you're going to pay a fine. I'll bring down the skyrocketing cost of health care with competition and choice to lower your premiums and make it more available to more Americans. I'll make sure you can keep the same health plan if you change jobs or leave a job to stay at home. I'll provide every single American family with a $5,000 refundable tax credit to help them purchase insurance. Workers who already have health care insurance from their employers will keep it and have more money to cover costs. Workers who don't have health insurance can use it to find a policy anywhere in this country to meet their basic needs. If I'm elected president, I won't raise taxes on the Joe the plumber, as Senator Obama proposes, and force them to cut jobs. I'll keep small business taxes where they are, help them keep their costs low, and let them spend their earnings to create more jobs. If I'm elected president, I won't make it harder to sell our goods overseas and kill more jobs, as Senator Obama proposes. I will open new markets to goods made in America and make sure our trade is free and fair. I'll make sure we help workers who've lost a job that won't come back to find a new one that won't go away. The last president to raise taxes and restrict trade in a bad economy, as Senator Obama proposes, was a guy named Herbert Hoover. That turned our recession into a depression. Didn't turn out too well. They say that those who don't learn the lesson of history are doomed to repeat them. I know my history lessons, and I sure won't make the mistakes that Senator Obama will. If I'm elected president, we're going to stop sending $700 billion to countries that don't like us very much. I won't argue to delay drilling for more oil and gas and new nuclear power plants in America, as Senator Obama does. Did you get what he said last night, my friends? I acknowledged his eloquence. He would consider drilling offshore. My friends, we got to drill now, and drill offshore, and drill now. That's what we're going to do. Enough consideration. We'll invest in all energy alternatives, nuclear, wind, solar, and tide. We'll encourage the manufacture of hybrid, flex fuel, and electric automobiles. We'll invest in clean coal technology, my friends. We'll lower the cost of energy within months, and we will create millions of new jobs. Now, my friends, a little more straight talk. Let me give you the state of the race today. We got 19 days to go. We're 6 points down. The national media, as they have several times before, has written us off. Senator Obama is measuring the drapes and planning with Speaker Pelosi and Senator Reid to raise taxes, increase spending, and take away your right to vote by secret ballot in labor elections and concede defeat in Iraq.
Senator John McCain in Downingsville, Pennsylvania, trying to rev up the crowd there with his wife Cindy. His mother Roberta is also with him. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the Live Desk. I'm Martha McCain.